Hello everyone, myself Vishal. Today I'm going to speak about non conventional energy sources. Under non conventional energy sources, I'm speaking about the introduction, classification of energy sources, advantages and disadvantages. Introduction. The word energy itself is derived from the Greek word energon, which means in work or work content. The work output depends on the energy input. Energy is the most basic infrastructure input required for economic growth and development of a country. Thus, with an increase in the living standard of human beings, the energy consumption also accelerated. A systematic study of various forms of energy and energy transformations is called energy science. While fossil fuels will be the main fuel for the thermal power, there is a fear that they will get exhausted eventually in the next century. Therefore, other systems based on non conventional and renewable sources are being tried by many countries. These are solid, wind, sea, geothermal, and biomass. Classification of energy sources. Energy can be classified into several types based on the following criteria: based on usability of energy, primary and secondary sources, based on long term availability, renewable and non renewable, based on traditional use, conventional and non conventional, based on commercial application. These are the classification of energy sources. Based on the usability of energy, primary and secondary sources. Primary resources are those that are embodied in nature. Commonly, primary energy sources are coal, oil, natural gas, sunlight, wind, and biomass, such as wood. Other primary energy include nuclear energy from radioactive substances like uranium, etc. These resources generally available in raw form. These resources are extracted, processed, and converted to a form required by the consumer. So next I am speaking about the solar energy, which is the most important. Solar energy is a very huge, inexhaustible source of energy. The power from the sun is intercepted by the earth is approximately 1.8 into 1011 megawatt, which is many thousands of times larger than the present consumption rate on the earth of all commercial energy sources. Thus, in principle of solar energy could supply all the present and future energy needs of the world on a continuing basis. This makes it one of the most promising of the unconventional energy sources. So this is a picture of solar energy. Where do we get the energy or the power from the sun? This is a collector which is used for collecting the rays from the sun. We can use the solar energy for glowing a bulb. So just by collecting the rays from the collector, we can glow a bulb. Solar energy. Merits of solar energy. It is an environmental clean source of energy. It is a free and available in adequate quantities in almost all parts of world where people live. So some of the demerits of solar energy include it is a dilute source of energy because even in hottest region the radiation fluxion is available only 1 kilowatt or M2, and total radiation over a day is 7 kilowatt bar M2. These are low values from the point of view of technical utilization. It is required, large collecting areas are required in many applications, and these results increase of cost. Solar energy availability varies widely with time. It occurs because of the day-night cycle and also seasonally because of the earth's orbit around the sun, even local weather condition. Secondary resources. Secondary resources are supplied directly to the consumer for utilization after one or more steps of transformation, example electrical energy and thermal energy. Based on the long term availability, renewable and energy is classified into renewable and non renewable. Renewable sources, which are obtained from the sources that are essentially inexhaustible. Examples of renewable include wind, solar, tidal, and geothermal, etc. Non-renewable sources, okay, which are finite, do not get replenished after their consumption, or these sources are exhaustible, do not quickly replenished. Some of the examples of non-renewable sources include fossil fuels, nuclear, etc. So these are the examples of this picture shows the examples of renewable and non-renewable energy resources. The other examples of renewable energy sources include solar, hydropower, geothermal, wind, biomass, and some of the examples of non-renewable energy sources are oil, coal, nuclear, natural gas, etc. So some of the advantages of renewable resources are non-conventional energy sources are non-conventional energy sources are available in nature, okay, of free of cost. They cause no or very little pollution, thus by and large they are environmental friendly. They are inexhaustible. They have low gestation period. So some of the disadvantages of non-conventional energy sources include, though available freely in nature, the cost of harnessing energy from non-conventional energy sources are high. As in general, these are available in dilute forms of energy. Uncertainty of availability, the energy flow depends on various natural phenomena beyond human control, difficulty in transporting these forms of energy. Okay, thank you.